This is the old Rocky River Bridge. This is a bridge that people used to cross over going down from Anderson to Belton, Greenville, Greenwood. This is the route they took. I assumed that it would be River Street is what they called it. As you can see, it's not used anymore, but still standing. It's located about maybe 2 miles south of Anderson, South Carolina, off of Highway 76 and River Street.
With the angels above, oh yes, it was raging.
Huss. Actually, John Huss has been one of the most foremost preachers in all of church history. He stood on trial, a mock trial. He was born in 1370 to a poor family in Bohemia. Silver or gold, I'd rather be his than have riches, I'm told. I'd rather have Jesus than today. Notice the question again that Jesus asked, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? The answer to that question, there is no profit. To have all of the world's goods without Christ is to be eternally bankrupt. Welcome to the Voice of Gethsemane. Influenced by the writings of John Wycliffe, the great English reformer. I'm sure you've heard the name. Because it was a place where the common person, where the layman could be readily fed from the would be considered radical today. He actually taught that the authority of the Bible church. The church of that day, they killed. Ephesians 1:22, it hath put all things under his feet and gave him to be the head over all things to the church. Ephesians 5:23, for the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church. Colossians 1:18, and he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence. My friend, remember today, Jesus Christ is Lord of all. He's the head of the church. He's the head of all things. He's the Lord. Honors their ambitions. Now, what does that mean to the Christian? What does that mean to the believer in the year 2000? Are you pleasing him with the things that you do? Are you pleasing him by having the right concern in life should be carrying out the will of the Master? And remember, Jesus Christ, he is the Master. The Christian was meant as a slam by those who did not like Christ. They hated Christians, so they called them Christians. He is your Lord. He is your Master. And our lives should center on simply pleasing him and submitting to his will.
Carolina 29608. And be sure to join us next time for the Voice of Gethsemane.
They also have an inventory of pre-owned cars for sale. Baldwin Automotive offers quality service at a fair price.
The bright spot on your radio dial. WTBI Pickens, WTBI FM Greenville, and 91.5.
It would eliminate some tax breaks for corporations and the wealthy and require people making
the deficit by $4 trillion when, in fact, over the next 10 years, he adds to the debt by $11 trillion.
Rain has suspended the search for more human remains in what appears to be
undergraduate majors in Bible education and practical Christian training. Courses and programs of study are also available at the graduate level. As an educational outreach ministry of Tabernacle Baptist Church. The telephone number is 269.
After a veto when the Security Council, the UN General Assembly, focuses its attention on the bloodshed in Syria.
Do not go unpunished.
Chile said credible reports indicate more than 5,400 people were killed in the Syrian government crackdown last year, and the casualty toll is rising every day. Syria's ambassador told the assembly his government is the victim of what he called a hysterical siege. Warren Levinson, New York.
Google is one step closer to completing the biggest deal in its 13-year history. Won the blessing of European antitrust regulators. It still needs government
Coming soon to 327 Whitehorse Road in Greenville, and their telephone number is 236-0101, area code 864. This message is provided by a grant from Green City Thrift Store of Greenville.
Saturday by a member of her personal staff. The coroner's office is awaiting toxicology. Sandusky faces 52 criminal counts for
last year as well. I think your dog looks a little bit like a small.
We're gonna try to get best in breed again this year.
At the Pennsylvania Hotel, where many of the Westminster dogs are staying, Julie Walker, New York.
Volunteers have been sifting 2009 disappearance, and investigators are still looking for evidence. With IR Radio USA Radio News, I'm Hotdog.
And now from WTBI, Revive Us Again, featuring news of church happenings in the Revive us again, that thy people may rejoice in thee.
There will be a revival meeting at the Grace Independent Baptist Church of Walhalla, South Carolina, beginning on Sunday and going through Wednesday, February the 12th through February the 15th, with revival services beginning at 8 to the Victory Baptist Church on Powdersville Road in Easley will be having a homecoming revival beginning February the 12th and going through February the 17th. The Sunday morning service at 11 a.m., Sunday evening service at 6 p.m., and Monday through Friday services begin. Homecoming Revival. The number is area code 864-605-0020. There will be a Greenville Baptist Camp Meeting rally service taking place on Saturday, February the 18th at 776 in Cleveland, South Carolina. The pastor is John Griffin. And for more information about this meeting, the number is every week. Pastor Greg Locke will be there to preach. Then Wednesday night, evangelist Brandon Morris. And Thursday and Friday night, evangelist C.T. Townsend. Services start at 7 p.m. each night, with special singing by the Rochesters and the Corbins. Trinity Baptist Church is located at 324 Belton Drive in Williamston, South Carolina. And for more information and directions, the number is area code 864-847-5582. There will be a special youth service taking place in the Cannon Mountain Baptist Church, February the 25th at 5 p.m. There will be a combined youth choir practice at 4 p.m., and then all the youth are welcome to sing in the choir. To be preaching by Brother Marcus Crisp from Robbinsville, North Carolina. The youth service is sponsored by the Cannon Mountain Baptist Church and the Welcome Missionary Baptist Church. The youth service at Cannon Mountain Baptist Church, February the 25th at 5 p.m. Cannon Mountain Baptist Church is located at 302 One Lake Drive in Pickens, South Carolina. Food will be served after the service. 983922 or 915-3152. When sending your announcements to
This has been Revive Us Again, featuring news of church happenings in the listening area. Also, the head of this program is not necessarily endorsed by WTBI.
At this time, WTBI Pickens concludes its broadcast day. WTBI Pickens operates on an assigned frequency of 15.